The rain was tapping on the old classroom window like a metronome counting down the seconds of my patience. I was tired, frustrated, and honestly, ready to give up. Math wasn't just hard, it was impossible. Every number felt like a personal enemy, every equation an invisible wall I couldn't climb. And then she walked in. "Arjun," she said softly, brushing her wet hair back and smiling despite the downpour outside. "Hi, I'm Ria, your new tutor." I didn't know it then, but that moment, her gentle voice, her calm confidence, would change my life in ways I never imagined. Ria wasn't like other tutors. She didn't just open books and repeat formulas. She looked you in the eye, asked how your day was, and actually listened. She noticed things, how I clenched my pencil too tightly when anxious, or how I avoided eye contact whenever I felt lost. She didn't make me feel dumb. She made me feel seen. Our first few sessions were simple, quiet afternoons filled with scribbled notes, light laughter, and her patient explanations that somehow made numbers seem less cruel. She had this way of turning complicated things into stories. She'd say, "Arjun, imagine this equation as a friendship, both sides must balance for it to last." And I'd smile, slowly beginning to understand. But even as I started improving, something deeper began to change. It wasn't just about math anymore, it was about life, about believing I could do things I once thought impossible. One evening, as the sun disappeared behind the dusty windows, we sat together preparing for my final exam. The air was heavy with silence, the kind that comes before a storm, not outside, but inside you. I made another mistake, and this time, I lost it. I threw my pen down and said, "I can't do this, Ria. I'm not like you. You're smart. I'm just me." She didn't respond right away. Instead, she quietly reached for the lamp on the table and turned it off. The room went dim, the only light now the soft orange glow from the setting sun outside. Then she said, in a voice calm but firm, "Now, Arjun, pay attention to me. Not the books. Not your fears. Just me." I froze. She continued, "You keep saying you're not enough, but you don't see what I see. You think I'm here to teach you math. But I'm really here to remind you who you are. You have something stronger than talent. You have heart." Her words hit deeper than any lesson ever could. In that darkness, her voice became a light I didn't know I needed. From that day, something shifted inside me. I studied harder, not because I feared failure, but because for the first time I believed I could succeed. Ria became more than a tutor. She became a friend, a guide, the kind of person who walks into your storm and stays until the sky clears. We shared stories about her struggles, my insecurities, and the unspoken battles we both fought quietly. She told me about the time she almost gave up on her dreams too, and how a teacher once told her, "You can't help others find light if you're afraid of the dark." That line stayed with me. Weeks passed. Exam day came and went. I didn't just pass. I topped my class. When I showed Ria my result, she smiled, but not the proud smile of a teacher who succeeded. It was the quiet smile of someone who knew all along that I could. But life, as it does, had other plans. A few months later, Ria stopped coming. No texts, no calls, nothing. I thought maybe she got busy, but deep down, I felt something was wrong. After days of searching and asking around, I learned the truth. She had been sick, fighting an illness she never mentioned. The reason she tutored wasn't just to teach, it was to find purpose in the time she had left. I remember sitting in that same classroom alone, her words echoing in my mind. "You can't help others find light if you're afraid of the dark." I cried that night, not just out of sadness, but out of gratitude. Ria didn't just teach me algebra, she taught me courage, compassion, faith in myself, and as I looked at the lamp she once turned off, I realized the meaning behind it. It wasn't about darkness, it was about focus, about seeing what truly matters when everything else fades away. Years passed. I became a teacher myself, standing in front of students who, like me once, believed they weren't good enough. And sometimes, when I see a trembling hand holding a pencil too tightly, I smile and say, "Hey, take a breath. You're stronger than you think." And once in a while, I turn off the lamp, just like she did, and say softly, "Now pay attention to me, not the fear. Just me." Because the light we pass on, that's what truly stays. So if you're watching this right now, maybe feeling lost, broken, or not enough, listen to me carefully. You are enough. You always were. Don't let your fears define your limits. Don't wait for someone else to light the way. Sometimes, the lamp has to turn off for you to see the light within. If this story touched your heart, please let me know in the comments below. Tell me about the Rhea in your life. The person who believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself. And if you ever doubt your worth, come back here and remind yourself that you're not alone. This is your friend from Be Kind Always. If you felt inspired, hit that likey button, subscribe, and share this story with someone who needs to hear it today. Because kindness is the light that never goes out.